We're here backstage with Nkosi, the future, at Brave CF 48's Arabian Night. You just left the cage off of a win. How do you feel?
You see, there's a big smile under this mask. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but yeah, I feel awesome. Um, excited. Been training. Um, you know, Initially this wasn't the opponent I was supposed to fight, and they changed to the guy. So um, I'm just grateful I got the fight. And I got someone else to fight. So yeah.
How did the change of opponent affect your game plan and your preparation?
Honestly, I've heard a lot of people asking me that question, but I just told them that it's still the same thing. Um, Whether you change an opponent or you don't, I'm still gonna fight my fight. I'm still gonna get in there, force the fight to go my way. So it just doesn't matter. So that's why we're training, stand up. That's why we train on the ground. Just to be prepared for anything that comes up.
It seems like your opponent was trying really hard to get you on the ground. What was going on in your mind when he was trying to get you in all types of different submissions?
Yeah. So listen, when I watched these previous fights, most of them are he won through submission, and it is game. The ground is his world. So when he took me down there, I just had to be careful. The first time he took me down, or the first time he fell down and wanted to pull guard, I told him to stand up because I could still is a little bit fresh, so you still have a little bit of power to try and fight me into a submission. So I told him to stand up, but going into second round, I could feel that his power was slowing down a little bit, so I wasn't scared anymore, just to stay with him on the ground.
Did you go into the cage thinking that you were going to get a knockout?
I actually wanted it first round. I wanted it first round, trust me, but even my coach was very angry at me, but it is what it is. I'm just glad I got the W second round.
So when you knocked him out, did you know that he was knocked out?
Yes, I knew he was knocked out because when I gave him that knee, he actually screamed, and the sportsmanship inside me just had to say, you know what, don't continue. You heard him screaming, and the ref was right there, so he jumped in on time.
At the end of the first round, you guys were on the ground in different submission locks, and you looked like you were defending it really well. What was going through your head in that moment?
So because that's his favorite submission. Trust me, the heel hook is his favorite submission. I think he won most of his fights using that submission. So when he got me into that, I was like, you know what, I'm in deep trouble right here. So I just had to stay calm and put my feet together because I know if it's two of them, he wouldn't do anything with just one arm. And my coach was busy saying, explode, stand up. And I could feel that he was clever. He was just waiting for me to pull out one leg so that he can just go full power on the other. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stay here. I don't care. Let the ref tell us to stand up. I'd rather be safe.
Was there any moment throughout the fight where you felt like you wanted to tap out?
No, not at all. None of his submissions were close. None of it. Just that, you're in that position to say, Flip, if I stay here too long, I might give him something to work on. That's what was just troubling me in my mind. I don't want to stay in a position for too long because it gives him a time to think and, so he can actually get to something if I stay too long on that.
So, what do you think about his striking?
I knew his striking wasn't there, but, I never underestimate any of my opponent. So I just wasn't scared. I wasn't troubled about this striking. So that's why I just went in with the jab, just trying to test him first. And I'm sure if the rounds went in long and long, I was gonna get even more comfortable and get closer and closer, and hopefully get a proper knockout. But anyway, the W is mine. Yeah.
Well, yeah, congratulations once again. And lastly, I just wanted to ask you, what would you like to say to your fans watching you all over the world?
Hey, to all the future citizens out there in the world, we are taking over. And the nations of our ranks will know us and call us by name. Thank you for your support. Keep on supporting us, guys. And I love you all. I know I'm not know most of you in other nations, but trust me, I love you guys and thank you so much for your support. Yeah, now we can go and celebrate. Celebrate with me. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
Have a great rest of your night.